Yahoo Esports Live is brought to you by Reese's Puffs.
Spears at the creep waves of it that's coming in, and Runic Echo is really good at bouncing that AoE slow. Then you Jace chunks people out. I do like to see that combo with Nidalee Jace. However, this time around, a little bit more scaling coming out.
Whoa. Yeah, that's the kind of damage these javelins can deal. And that's even without Sork Shoes. He's gone Mercury Treads for stun duration. Another poke out from Looper, putting Ruler to half. Nice dodge and a nice pickup. No threat on the Drake. Now Royal control mid lane. All 5 are there. They've got inside track there first. They're controlling the chokes. Ambition on one side, the rest of the team on the other. Looking for a bit of damage. Yahoo gonna pop the QSS. Here comes Cube into the back lines. It's several stuns. The Ruler's already got one. Hits Matza. He might burn down. He's gonna get him, actually. That's 2 already. Now Uzi caught up, exhausted and dead. 3, make that 4 for 1 to Samsung.
And this is what happened.
This week, we'll be looking at one of the close games that led to the tight 3-way tie in Group D. As Travis and I were just talking about, a number of top teams seem to be struggling at different points, with RNG running into a big problem in the best of ones by having a really bad draft. So that's the first thing I want to highlight here, is when you just look at this comp, there's no tank or reliable CC and peel. Even when you want to play a poke comp, you need someone who's going to be able to be a frontliner for your team. Right now, they have none, and that's even worse when you consider the fact that none of them even have reliable CC, some kind of point-and-click stun, anything like that. So as we roll the clip, Infernal Drake is coming up in a couple seconds. We see Samsung going in to contest it, get control of it, and even though RNG is landing some poke, the problem is who on this team is going to walk up and actually threaten the dragon. As you can see, MLXG is the furthest one forward. The rest of the team is in the area, but he can't actually go in and risk going for a steal. He'll get blown up. No one has QSSs but the Cassiopeia yet, so anyone who walks into range will easily just get flash ulted by the Skarner. The fact that no one can actually walk up into this situation leads to a free dragon. And so what Samsung or RNG tries to do afterwards is, once they realize they can't contest this dragon, they want to go up to mid lane because they have the inside track and control it and push up and start setting up their siege situation. The thing that they run into, though, is they want to break off these choke points here, and they want to force RNG or Samsung to go all the way around, get up through this way behind the turret. In order to do that, you need someone who's willing to play frontline for your team. They try and have Cassiopeia as Yahoo do it, and it is just not really a threat at all. Ambition is just going to walk up to him and start auto-attacking him, which is never a good situation for anyone on your team when you're playing a mage versus a melee character. So as this clip plays out, you're going to see that Ambition down here is just going to walk right into Yahoo. Doesn't care at all that he's, just getting hit for free because they have such a better team comp. We see Cuvée come in here, and he's going to chunk everyone down to about half health. This is what we're talking about where there's no reliable peel or CC or even tank. So if he gets onto you with a flank, it's absolutely devastating compared to what might be a normal damage flank where you get onto the carries and it's scary, but then someone peels or something like that. There's no one to protect them. As the fight continues playing out, even though Cuvée ends up getting popped, now you see that the Jhin is going to just start sniping people off. Once again, you have no tank to block any of these bullets, and just constantly people are going to get blown up. On top of the fact that they don't have any CC really to shoot his way, if you have a Bard, something else, maybe a TP flank, any kind of threat who's going to go in and stop the Jhin from ulting, there's nothing like that. All they can hope to do is that there's never a successful engage, but they don't even have the tools to really prevent that from happening. As a result, the rest of the fight is pretty easy cleanup for Samsung, as they just get 4 kills and are going to be able to transition that into a Baron. As Travis and I were saying, a couple of these teams have lost games off bad drafts, and this was a really good example of it, where they seemed to draft just what they wanted to play and not what actually made the team comp strong. I think this is one of the largest factors for why teams are messing up in the first week of group play, and hopefully we'll start seeing teams adapt and fix some of these problems. Speaking of messes and mistakes, stay tuned because we have David Lim joining us after the break.
Check out Yahoo Esports Live every Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific.